Lawmakers are preparing to redraw the state's legislative districts, but the process is being questioned by Democrats. Today, community members got the chance to give feedback to those responsible for deciding the district lines.
How do we explain that gerrymandering doesn't exist?
Strong opinions were shared about Indiana's redistricting process Friday morning.
There's too much pretending. There's too much lip service and not enough reality.
Community members packed a room at Ivy Tech to give feedback on Indiana's redistricting committee. It's part of a series of public meetings across the state taking place before legislators redraw the district boundaries.
I think that the districts need to be fair and equitable, and that we need to have some people for sure that represent both parties.
Indiana is required to redraw its districts for the U.S. House of Representatives, the Indiana House of Representatives, and Indiana Senate following the nationwide census every 10 years. Democratic State Representative Chris Campbell says the concern is that because Republicans make up the majority at the State House, the data will be used to redraw district lines to favor their party.
We almost know down to the street how many people are voting each party and how they're voting. If you're using that data, you're not creating fair maps.
A study by Women for Change Indiana found the state's current legislative maps are some of the most gerrymandered in the U.S. The study also found that Indiana's maps have been found to be 95% worse than other states.
It definitely does not appear that was created in a nonpartisan, non-biased way.
But not everyone thinks the system is flawed.
Just exactly what people were asking for today. We got these very same comments 10 years ago when we had these meetings. And the committee addressed those significantly.
Democrats would like to see a bipartisan approach with more competitive districts, but Republican State Representative Don Leahy says that's unrealistic.
You can't get 100% competitive districts. If you did, you would not like to look at those districts because you would have them hundreds of miles long.
Campbell thinks the district should not be decided using the same data.
When you look at our districts and there's, how they're created, it should reflect those populations.
Legislators are expected to return to the State House in mid to late September to redraw the district boundaries. Democratic lawmakers are working to give the public an opportunity to give input on the new maps before they're finalized.